Skyrim is back. I'm still on that 100% run in legendary difficulty. Karstaag's just been defeated and it's time to get into all the exclusive Anniversary Edition content. So on this one, I'm gonna go over all the new player homes. Some have actual quests to them, unlike the Tundra Homestead. Also ignore Nyx, cause I'm gonna go over the creatures and the new creature quests on the next one. Oh, and speaking of quests, well, there's one I don't really know where to put, so we'll do it on this one. We'll do it after exploring this one. It has 3 extremely different endings, but if you're on PC, I can teach you how to get all the rewards. Ironic that the console commands only work on computer, but yeah, we'll still be going over every single reward. Now, let's begin, shall we? This seems pretty chill, I've seen it before in videos, but it's been a while. I really like this vibe. There's the enchanter and the cellar. I will leave the cellar for the end. Not the most amazing kitchen though. Yes, Nyx, please get out of the way. And we don't have a master bedroom. Well, this is not gonna be my main one, that's for sure. I'm gonna keep everything in whichever manner I left the wife and the kids in. Yeah, ain't no way that Dragonborn is gonna be sleeping in the same room as 2 adopted snorers. Ain't no way. We need our beauty. Ooh, a place to put the claws. That's awesome. And the masks. This is superb. Oh, I love it. Couple mannequins, that should be enough for a chill place like this. And now let's go to Falkreath. Hand into Deadman's drink. Let's start the quest. Mysterious Altar. I was 2 days into my journey from Markarth when the ataxia struck. I thought if I bit down on a piece of cloth it would distract me from the pain, but eventually my joints could bear the weight no longer. I stopped at the roadside ruins looking for a place to rest. It was there, in the briars of an autumn fog, that I came across a strange altar rooted in the ground. Beside it stood an old woman who I took for its keeper. Taking note of my apprehension, the old woman beckoned me forward. Wordlessly, she raised her hand and directed it toward the altar. She was asking me to choose. In my travels, I have passed through Hargraven camps and seen many a twisted thing, but none like this. Placed in its gnarled hands were 3 empty bowls, and a cup to fill them. At last, the old woman spoke, with an accent I couldn't place. The first bowl, she said, would grant you power. The second would bring you fortune. The third, however, would offer you nothing at all. Looking back now, I can't tell you if this was real or some hallucination I dreamt up to cope with the fever. Or it could be the altar was no different than a standing stone, a tribute to a god long forgotten. Still, I felt compelled to ask the woman how and where I would find my boon. She said it would come to me. Unfortunately, the ataxia has cursed me with sleeplessness. Worst yet, the disease has progressed to a point that I fear I will not live to see the outcome of my choice. A shame, as I wonder even now if I have made the right one. Okay, to the roadside ruins. Oh, and if you're new, legendary means I have 2 Dremores doing all my job for me. If you've never tried Skyrim in Legendary, trust me when I say it's not challenging, it's extremely boring, unbalanced, diddly boring. So nothing, power, a fortune. Is it gonna backfire? Is it gonna be like an evil genie? Well, I'll go with nothing. And remember, I'll show you a way to do both. I think I have to sleep, I'm not sure. Anyways, back to Falkreath. Courier!
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Shut up, Nyx.
Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Note from the Temple of Kinnereth. To all adventurers, I offer you Kinnereth's favor in exchange for your help. There's a gravely ill man in my care at the Temple of Kinnereth. Storms of ataxia have weakened his bones, and I fear their heavy rains will wash his life away. He requires a special soup made of the fruits of an ironwood tree, charred, skeever hide, and salt. Unfortunately, the ironwood trees, once a staple of Skyrim's forests, are all but extinct. Moreover, importing the fruit from orchards to the south has been difficult due to bandit raids and embargoes from the war. Our first attempt at securing the ingredient was lost. I fear a second request will come far too late. I've heard from the ferryman, however, that an ironwood grows on an island to the north called Giant's Tooth. But duty bounds me to the temple, so if by chance the winds of Kinnereth see fit to bring one to your shop, please deliver it to Whiterun as soon as you can. A man's life hangs in the balance. Danica. Now there's two options. We can go to Windhelm or to Dawnstar. So obviously,
I can take you to any port on the coast.
we'll do it from Dawnstar.
I understand. Climb on in and let's get this over with.
Dude, I just paid you. You have no business being in a bad mood, okay? Enjoy your coin, do the thing, and don't leave without me. That's all. Giant's Tooth discovered. Quite predictably, couple giants. So here's how things usually go. I set up the two Dremoras, and I use a bound bow because the dragonbone arrows are extremely expensive, and I love being rich, which I am. The other reason is that I don't really see that much of a difference between the dragonbone and the bound bow, which, yeah. But oh well, it works out. It just takes a bit of time. Let me just get my loot and to the Iron Tusk Cave. So what's up? Just the fruit? No enemies? Okay, I'll take it. Wait. Done. Oh. Spriggan Matron. Okay. Oh no, there's another one. Move away. Also, my gear is awesome. I can basically use Restoration and Conjuration for free. 100% Magicka cost reduced on both of those. Oh, and as you can see, there's more than one tree, so do pick up all the fruits. I mean, if you want, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. And yeah.
Victorious again.
Victorious again, indeed. Thank you, Freya. The next step is to cook it. We are actually delivering the soup, not just the ingredients. So let's see. Ironwood soup. 15 points of health, 15 points of stamina, and cures all diseases. That's pretty good, actually. I mean, I'm playing as a mage, but for a warrior or even a battle mage, that's pretty good. Quote of the year right
Rest will
there.
do you good.
Danica,
A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands.
don't ever wish well to anyone
You done
again.
well.
Also, soup.
God's blessings on you.
I'm the Dragonborn gods, Daedric Princess. I think they're all working in my favor right now, especially after the run we've had. Okay, so we wait today and we go
Fine day
back.
to you, friend. May you die
Rolnik,
with a sword in your
Windstrider.
hands.
Shut up, Danica.
Ysmir's blessing on you.
Please stop blessing me. Some of these entities have beef between
It
them.
would seem so. Many thanks, and please take this gift. I hope it's a fitting token to honor the deed.
Let's see, what you got for me? Oh, you're a follower.
It is so. What are your thoughts on all this?
I don't fancy paid mods, but I fancy the mothers being paid.
How can I argue with that? Now, let's pledge never to speak of this again.
Oh, it's not that serious. Anyways, yeah. You got a follower, and Bittercup, and the notes. So, what is Bittercup? Permanently increases the greater of health, magicka, or stamina by 20 points, and decreases the lesser. So in my case, I would permanently gain 20 points of magicka and lose 20 of stamina. Now, just gonna keep that. Now, with that console command, we can actually get the quest for the fortune bowl. Do not be alarmed, but I have been following you. You might say I'm a fan of your work. But I also don't like doing business in person, so I slipped you this letter while you slept. Consider this job my apology for messing with your beauty rest. Don't worry, this ain't some small-time capper. There's enough clink in it to fill both our cups, if you're game. The mark's a fat milk-drinking noble who's just arrived in Markarth. He's got one of those fancy high elf names, Quinanthel. Don't try to pronounce it, you'll give yourself a headache. Point is, he's so rich, if you poke him, he'll spit gems out of his mouth. And I know for a fact he stashed a large portion of his wealth in a vault somewhere in the Reach. problem is you can't get anywhere near him. With his dark elf bodyguard by his side at all times? Oh, okay. High elf name, dark elf bodyguard. Moving on. The sellsword's got one weakness. Sajama. From his homeland, so here's what I need you to do. First, take this vial and spike some Sajama at a cookpot so the heat activates the poison. As for the Sajama itself, you can probably get a bottle in Solstheim, if none of the traders around here have it. A bit out of the way, but it's worth it. Once the Sajama spiked, convince the innkeeper at the Silverblood Inn to sell it. When the two stop by the inn, the drink will turn the Dunmare's insides out and keep him at the bar for a good long while. Once the bodyguard's out of the way, you'll be free to pick the other one's pockets. Take whatever you like, but what I need is his personal ring seal, the one he uses for letters. When you have the seal, go to the Warrens. I'll leave a note with further instructions outside the third door on your left. And good news, I did have some Sajama, so no need for the trip. Let's see, decreases stamina regeneration for 50% during 2 hours. Oh, and also regenerates 1 stamina. Alright, to the Silverblood Inn.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of my favorite
Karstaag.
forsworn rampaging through the streets.
Anyways, why are you ranting, Klepper? Wanna sell Sajama? I have some.
Of course. How much?
50 gold. Unless you want to offer more.
Okay, you've talked me into it.
Nice. Oh, hey, that's done. So, wait.
Stand aside.
Oh, that's the high elf with the name, and the other is the dark elf bodyguard. Okay, so let me just pickpocket it. Family seal. There we go. Now the thing is, I could, but it's just not worth it. I am rich. I am filthy rich for Skyrim standards. The potions are just completely broken. And that was with 3 houses. Imagine what I can do when I have like 6 or 7. Now, Rogue's instructions. Alright, here's the plan. Take the ladder and seal it with the ring. Then put on this courier's clothes and deliver it. Make sure you look and talk like a bloody courier. I'm sure you've gotten enough letters to know how they speak. And if it don't work the first time, wait an hour, think about what you're gonna say, and try again. When it comes to poor folk, the elf's got the memory of a goldfish? Okay, anyways, the letter will say Inimoru's been stealing from his boss, and the seal will prove it's real. Once Queen Anthil reads the letter, he'll have the Dunmer arrested. He might even have him killed. Doesn't matter either way. Knowing him, the next thing he will do is go straight for his treasure, to count every single last coin and make sure it's all there. Then we just follow that snotty little spear polisher as he leads us straight to the gold. So that's the fake letter. It's sealed, and that should be it. Okay, thank you. I am wearing it. Oh, I need to look poor as well.
Plenty of strong drink.
Okay then, will do. Now, how will this work?
You want something from me?
Oh, I've been looking for you.
Of course.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Indeed. Now, go away.
Nah, I'm gonna stay.
Perhaps there's something you wish to confess.
A fight might ensue, so I'm not gonna be dressed like a courier.
Stop, thief!
Oh, there we go.
You're dead.
Hello? What are you doing?
I knew it.
What do you mean you knew it?
Asura curse you.
Those
You're-
fools are actually fighting.
I'm at a loss for words. Okay then. Someone do something. I will do something then. Okay, Inimoru's gone. Assist the guard. Oh, I didn't even knew that was an optional thing. I just took matters into my own hands. Okay then. And into the Warrens. Where, really? That's where the vault is?
Don't hurt me.
Oh, shut up, Garvey. I'm not. It is that room, Eslaf's room. Well, the letter was signed E. Huh. Oh, everything's marked as stolen. Yeah, we'll take care of it afterwards. Oh, I see. You would like to meet Dramoris. Then fear not, kind sir, because I do have a pair right with me. You can also meet Freya and the Van Bow. Is he even strong? Oh no, he's extremely weak. Okay, no need to speed up this one then. Oh, paralysis. How beautiful you are, except for the fact that the Dramoris don't attack
Keep your
when it
distance.
happens. Huh? Who are Ernenthil?
I'm surprised you succeeded. Please, accept this as payment.
1,000 gold. But I think I'll just take it all, you know?
What in the world?
What in the world? What has the world come down to? Where there's no honor among thieves. Really? Oh, paralysis. Which brings a beautiful opportunity for you to see how these fights usually go. Yeah. Suppose you'll understand perfectly why I'll just sometimes do cuts in combat. Now, the diary. My brother's always been the greedy sort. Offer him a slice and he'll take the whole pie. And worse yet, he'll act like he's doing you a favor. But I always figured father would see through his lies, never thought I'd be cut out of the will like some half-blood orc's son. But it's alright, it's a bit poetic in a sense. Father's favorite book was about a beggar named Eslav. His old man left him nothing too except what he was willing to take. And me, I'm gonna take it all. Oh hey, gold ingot. I'm the one that's gonna take it all. And this guy also has a journal, so let's see the other side of the story. The deal with the Silver Bloods has been fully consummated. The location of the vault is rather ingenious, hiding in plain sight amongst degenerates and thieves. It tickles me to know they dream of wealth and fortune, never realizing only a single wall separates it from their soiled bedrolls. As for security, there are two measures. The door is locked, securely by key, but that would only embolden their curiosity. That's why, as far as the locals know, it belongs to a beggar named Eslav. Now, if any of these gutter rats have even a modicum of intelligence, they would know. Eslav is the name of a fictional prince who made his fortune from nothing. And I too have worked from the ground up to achieve my current status. I have taken that which was to be divided and multiplied it tenfold. After all, my brother is fortunate to have his life. He should not protest if I take everything else. Guess I made the right choice then. So, lots of goodies. Except, well, riches don't really make sense for this character anymore. You know what would? A unique spell. Master Transmutes, and actually, it is useful. Well, it would have been if I had gotten it before. Anyways, that's the console command that starts the pit, which is the quest that would have started had I took the Bowl of Power. Now, as you can see, it's broken. It's telling me to leave the dungeon. Guess what? I can't even go in. So, unlock please. Thank you. The one thing I can guarantee you is we will get every single reward. Can't really retrieve my belongings if they were never taken from me. Okay, there's a couple enemies. Let's have the Dramoris do all of the work. I'll loot in the meanwhile, as I like to do. Is it done? Apparently so. Okay then. That's the last one I see. Okay. Do you have anything good on you? Not really. Well, into the pit, I guess.
Huh?
I'll find you.
Completed. Exit the dungeon. Failed. Search for more info. Well, I tried. Couldn't. Wait. Oh, it's completely broken. Fine, fine. Oh, I cannot. I can't go to the door. I'm stuck. Fortunately, I know my way around the command, so... Toggle collision off. Toggle it back on. I don't think this was supposed to happen, so I'm guessing... there might have been round or something, but apparently everything's... right here? I can't damage that guy, mind you. Yet. That is the one good thing, because then come the saber cuts, and only now will Neski realize he's the champion. Well, not for long though, obviously. So, rewards. What do you have in store for me? Another Bittercup, the third one. Same note, I haven't read that yet. Okay. helmet, and a sword. Okay then. Now, on the Bittercup. This cup has passed through many hands and has brought out the best and the worst in those who imbibe it. Drink its nectar and it will do the same to you. So, which one do you think has the best rewards? I think I like the unique gear
I've been looking
more.
for you.
Oh hey,
Got something I'm
courier.
supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
My hands only.
Let's see here. I have a letter here for you.
From
Looks like
Queen
that's it.
Anthil.
Got to go.
Odd, since he's a bit deaf, you may or may not realize this. But by taking care of Inimoro, you have indirectly helped me. Don't worry about how I know it was you, but I won't be informing the authorities. I'd like to reward you for your efforts. Please visit me at your earliest convenience. No, I already took everything from the vault.
you're Brynjolf's
Anyways,
new protege,
there's a
eh?
house we can get
Don't
in the
look
right
like
way.
much to me.
So, Vekel, I want a house.
Splendid. There's a house available right now.
Awesome, I'll take it.
Wonderful. Here is the key to your new home.
So yeah, this one doesn't have a quest for it either. Just pay the toll and Shadowfoot Sanctum can be yours. Now let's see if it's worth it. That was the entrance to the Racked Flagon and right here, huh? Okay. The location is okay, really close to the Thieves Guild. Now the one glaring issue is, it's a house on the Ratway. I don't know if I should expect much from this one, but it is the same price as the others, so it better be worth it. Okay, some gold ingots, we'll take that. Skelly boy, okay then. Is this it? Is this my sanctum? Lovely. Some red apples, soaked. That's probably just an exit. I'll leave that for last. So what else? What do we have? Tanning rack. Cooking pot by the anvil. Because of course, why not? Why not? Couple rooms, a wardrobe. False panel? False panel! Nice! Oh, that is huge. Okay, let's just see the rest of it first. There's an oven. Hey, it's chill. So that's okay. And over here, we have a nice armchair. Okay. I'll take the coin purse. So this should be the master bedroom. And finally, we have room for the kids. Because, of course, I would like to bring them to the Ratway. Nix, you're gonna wait in Bree's home. It's like the 7th time you've done this, and I'm over it. What kind of goods do we have on this one? Arcane Enchanter. Alchemy Station. A lot of mannequins. A place for the paragons and the bugs in a jar. That's very nice. Oh, I'll take the piles of gold. Well, they look prettier on the floor, but I want them. And okay, pretty standard. And it was a lot better than I expected, since, you know, it's a sewer. Now, for the next one, I'm thinking Merwatch. Let's see what's it all about. Easier to just go to Morthal. Oh, there's a Chorus. Chorus, who's to know? I don't. Okay, calm down, bros. That's just the death bell. Requires a key. I don't know where the key is, but there's something on the map. Oh, maybe the key is just on the corpse. Okay then. Hans journal. And the spell tomb. I know that one though. Sinzart's Tower notes. Deep in the swamps of Hjelmarch, where the branches are gnarled and the mist is thick, lies a tower of unknown's provenance. Few in the province dare speak the name Merwatch, and those that do couch their words with apprehension and fear. Yet, the mystery of the tower only piques my interest further, and so I have made it my life's work to discover its secrets. What I can deduce of its past comes from its present, from the cut of the stone to the words that surround it. Every piece is a clue, a signature that can be traced back to a pen in the hand. The stone seal that guards the entrance is none other than the Eye of Magnus, a symbol born from the legacy of Shalador. Its burning gaze can be found not just in Mirwatch, but outside the College of Winterhold. Could it be the mages here were cast out from the college and set out to carve their own path? This is but a theory, and yet one I feel has merit. Nevertheless, without access to the mind of its occupants, true insight will remain frustratingly out of grasp. Now, Hans' journal. When the eye is doused in flames, the hair will light the way. I've heard that fool Sinnar say it over and over, breath stinking of ale as if it were a limerick. Given his dark hood, you might think it was a dangerous spell. But so long as no one's hair caught on fire or found imps in their cupboards, the words were harmless. Just the mad ramblings of a drunk. Of the inn patrons, only I bothered to humor him. We bonded over a bottle of honey brew and a bucket with which he had history. So when the elf bit to dust, it was only natural he left his things to me. Among them were countless pieces of junk, including full ownership of the bucket and the spell tome written in some long-dead language. But as soon as I started cursing the old fool for willing me his trash, out slipped 2 items of value, a map and notes to a tower deep in the swamps. It was only after reading it that I realized his drunken words weren't part of any limerick. They were instructions. A way in. Now that I'm here, things are getting even more clear. The hair part still doesn't make a lick of sense, but the eye is the stone seal, that much I'm sure. Yet, nothing I do seems to work. I've doused it in the fire from my torch. I chopped kindling for hours and built a bonfire high enough to scorch the bloody moon. Still, nothing. Maybe the seal can only be broken with magic. Well, if that drunken fool can learn to cast spells, so can I. I just need to make sense of the words. But I better be quick. The fire seems to be attracting all sorts of creatures from the belly of this unholy marsh. Hopefully, I can manage to survive long enough to discover whatever treasure lies within. So, all I need is flames, right? Don't make me go and get the Eye of Magnus. Nice. Let's go. What's wrong? Oh, nothing is wrong. It just takes ungodly amounts of times because it does. And Murwatch has just been completed. Requirements? Nothing. Love that. So, bad lighting, therefore candlelight. I could probably just strap a torch and equip it, but... no. Ooh. Some nice gems. Plenty of books. It reminds me so much of the college. Couple maps. Bookshelves. Beds for peasants, not fit for the Dragonborn. And... cooking pot, okay. An oven! Everything has an oven. Can we do anything? No, we cannot. Fine. Can I take a dumpling? Nope. Anyways, to the portal. Murwatch Gallery. Huh. So, display cases. Oh, that's interesting. Some are predetermined for loot. That's actually not a bad idea, to be honest. Question is any of the houses big enough for every single unique item and stuff to be on display? Cause that would have been amazing. Although, the size of it would have been ridiculous, so I'm guessing not. We'll see. Okay, I think that does it. Oh, wait. The center, though. So, we got an arcane enchanter. We can make some potions. That's lovely. Plenty of potions as well. That's nice. Tanning rack. Forge. I'll forge. Workbench. Yeah, this is pretty chill. Next up, to Maris Pond. And to Gallows Hall. Another one you won't have to buy. However, this one, though, has a quest. And it's not short either, so... something for us to enjoy. Let me just get my loot. Cause are you really playing a Bethesda game if you're not hoarding? Alchemy Lab. Plenty of coffins. So, I guess this is for your vampire runs? We got a vampire player home, but not a werewolf one? Huh. I mean, to be fair, playing as a werewolf sucks. It's cool, in theory. It's not really practical or enjoyable unless you're playing on, well, the easier difficulties. Started Dreams of the Dead. Read Nara's journal. Huh? Okay. Place is haunted. Lovely. Guess we're playing some horror quest. Usually the way I like telekinesis is when I have it. Anyways, my old master was a collector of things, skeletons, staves, and priceless artifacts. The most prized of which were the helm and the staff of Manny Marco himself, the king of worms. The old master was also a collector of apprentices, which in our trade are even more dangerous than the artifacts. He was aware of my ambition and where it would end. He knew I would steal his artifacts and kill anyone who stood in my way, himself included. So, like any good necromancer would do, he made sure his trap would ensnare me even beyond the grave. The doors are blocked by some kind of invisible ward, but there must be a way to remove it. The master was nothing if not circumspect, and he would have left himself an out were he to fall victim to his own trap. In fact, I think he aimed to make a game of it. His final words to me were, "Start with the map." I've tried to make sense of the clue, and have made some progress. The flags seem to represent the torches, I just have to remove the right ones. Okay, if it's that simple, then do it. Nara's plea, "Get out of my head." Another plea, "Open the door." And lastly, "Let me out." Well, you know, you made the puzzle seem so simple. Why didn't you do it? Arch-Necromancer's first clue. A mage travels to Skyrim, snuffing out the souls of its people along the way. In each place, they collect a torch to represent the light of the dead. Their journey starts by traveling west to Morthal. From there, they cross the plain south to Falkreath and make use of the alchemist's stable. Next, they travel northeast, past the river and stopped at the Nightgate Inn, where they cooked themselves a meal before snuffing the light there. Finally, they head north to Fort Dunstad, where the journey ends. Only when they had gathered the light of 4 souls did they receive the blessing from the King of Worms, trace their path, and let the way forward fall. Wait, is that it? And she couldn't do it? So, Morthal. Then he went to Falkreath. Nightgate Inn, Fort Dunstad, and that's it. What a dummy! No sympathy at all for you, you know? Staff of Worms. No, that's a relic. We'll take it. Find a use for the staff. Okay, let me inspect it. Reanimates a dead body permanently. Nice. To fight for you. So, Nara? Nope. Resisted. Death roll. Skeleton, though. Gotta inspect it. Has a key. Okay, presumably to the door, so we can move on. No. Search the Necromancer's safe. Good. I like a quest. Second clue. And Bloodworm Helm. A diamond, some gold, ingot, couple amulets. Now, a man dreams his empty coffers are full of gems. A necromancer dreams a similar dream, but his coffers are a different kind, and hold different gems and treasures inside. But to see this dream and retrieve these gems, you must first pray to a prince for a door. Good thing the Shrine of Vermina is the only one, so it's not like we have to make the right choice. Now, do I have to sleep? What do I do? Oh yeah, something definitely changed. Dream world. It's reddish now. Okay. So we need to find Dreamer's Greater Soul Gem. 1 out of 3. Let me just look around a bit. There's the second. And the third. Oh, it's just right by the first. Okay then. And we're back. Final instructions. In my dream I am surrounded by my 4 apprentices, but they are no longer mortal, but spirits, their souls taking the form of greater gems. To bring them to darkness, one must place them on the altar of the Revenant and turn greater to black. Only then will you be set free. Okay, so not only do I get a player hope, but I'll also get 4 black soul gems? I'll take it. Hell yeah. Okay, so Oh, I have the 4th as well. Don't even remember getting it. And apparently that's it. Hopefully there's more to the house. Let's see. Okay, that probably leads to the same place, considering they both go downward. Anything of interest in the books or no? A journal. Helm of something Bearclaw. I should have known better than to trust an apprentice to locate the bloodworm helm. I described its features, thinking that would be enough. A trollbone skull with an open maw, a necromancer's crown. This skull clearly belongs to a bear, never mind the enchantments placed upon it are for a warrior. Still, it seems my apprentices have stumbled upon a find nonetheless. This helm is that of Orain Bearclaw, the fabled warrior of the Wood Elves. Perhaps I will raise a Bosmer, give him the helm, and have him perform the slaying of the witch serpent. No way I'm saying that, for my amusement. Wait, let me try. Glenwyn Fauna. I don't know. As for the artifacts of Menemarco, I will have to redouble my search efforts. Perhaps this new girl, Nara, will have better luck finding them. She is green but ambitious. She also sucks at easy puzzles. Couple jams near the bed, the place is really small. A thief backpack, I don't think I have one of those. I like my mage one better. It's more useful to me. Oh, that's odd. Is that all for the player home? Bone Forge. Plenty of ingredients too. Wonder what it does. Necromantic healing, I have it but I can sell it. Yeah, I think that's new, or at least I don't have it. I am not gonna read books, I just collect them. Notes on the Bone Forge. While most necromancers, myself included, prefer to use whole corpses and skeletons, sometimes such supplies are not readily available. The Bone Forge offers an alternative, an altar upon which you may place raw supplies and forge them whole again. The basic recipe to create a skeleton suitable for most menial tasks is as follows. 1 bone meal, 1 greater soul gem, filled. Once you place the materials on the Bone Forge, simply lay your hands on it and your skeleton will appear. The Bone Forge can only sustain a single creation at a time, but it will remain with you until destroyed. I have found that adding frost salts will create a Bone Man, a type of undead not normally found outside the Soul Cairn. They are sturdier than the average skeleton and make for a good companion. Now, if you're wondering what kind of creations you can do, it's just the Soul Cairn variant. So, the Wrathman, the Bone Man, the other one, Skeleton, and I think that's it. And since these don't count as conjuration, let me forge one. So the Dragonborn can look like an anime character with his whole squad. Yeah, I don't have those, so that should do it for the Bone Man, right? Go on. Oh, it's conjured, so... Are you gonna hinder me? Can I have you alongside 2 Dramoras? We'll see. Now, to Winterhold. And we gotta find a book. 6 ancient artifacts in one of the rooms. I've arrived in Skyrim to solve a single mystery to find the lost sanctuary of... either Nquan tombs or Nchuan tombs. According to legend, it was built by the famed Dwemer architects Clorgic and Durumak, the latter of whom is said to be a distant relative of the great Dumak Dwarf King. While the two began as rivals through mutual respect and admiration, they eventually became friends, and over time, much more. Whereas Clorgic was an architect of great renown, his palatial estates suffered from their excess. The size of his rooms matched only by their emptiness. Durumak, on the other hand, was a genius engineer, but lacked artistic vision to allow his inventions to reach full potential. It's only when they joined forces to create the place that they built something truly profound. If I am to find their creation, I must grasp history itself by the tail. Expedition Day 17. Our travels brought us to this bleak underground tunnel, which the natives call Frostroot Cave. Its winding cords of ice and rock make it truly a miserable place. My scales feel chilly, but more so my nerves. Luckily, we've hired a few soldiers of fortune into our employ. Some would call them bandits, but I like to refer to them as mercenaries at a discount. Hopefully, I can convince them not to touch the artifacts and keep the scrap instead. Gonna have to take a little detour. This is just between Riften and Windhelm. Not that hard to find, not that easy either, just mid. There was also a dwarven ruin by it, but what we want is Frostroot Cave. Couple bandits, and that's it, we're in. We've discovered it, and now we have to access its manufactory. Now, how are we gonna have a dwarven home? Is this just gonna be hella huge, or... Okay, more bandits, because of course there is. Yeah, I'll just speed up this. Oh, there you go. Lovely. Love the paralysis. So, yeah, Dramoris will do everything. Don't worry. But the place is in such a state. Can we even renew it? Is this even part of it? I don't know. I never seen even a video on this one. Unlike the Tundra Homestead. Okay. We'll find out as we go. Because yeah, the place is so huge. This has to be it. Okay, it just keeps on going. It's huge. This could literally be the biggest player home in the whole game. By a mile. Well, by double. What else? What else? What else? It just keeps going. What am I gonna do with the whole place? Well, to be honest, and now that I think about it, all I care is an easy way to the surface, because this is so huge. You could literally bring the whole family, all the new creatures that I'll feature on the next episode, literally everything. And I found the thingy, so to the manufactory. Examine the corpse for clues, because yeah, of course the guy didn't make it. The bandits betrayed him. So volume 2 of his diary, and let's see. We've spent 2 whole days stumbling almost blindly in the dark, and then suddenly, there it was. Here's where Clorgic and Durimak built their home. It was once a grand palace, but time and negligence have humbled its mechanical splendor. Nevertheless, by making this discovery, we have etched our places in history. Expedition, day 20. What a fool I am to think I could control these mechanical puppets as Durimak did. Based on my notes, it seems I must summon a dwarven sphere, overseer, and provide it with the following parts: 3 large cogs, 3 actuators, and 1 units of oil. But alas, I am a historian, and the language of machines is foreign to me. I've managed to figure out how to summon the overseer by pressing the side buttons on the panel, but I wouldn't know what an actuator was even if I was smacked in the face with it. Understandable. Luckily for me, the name of it will just show up when I find one. So do I follow the sphere? I think not, as it will want items I haven't gathered yet. And to be honest, I'll just take everything. That ought to make it easier, and if I have to leave something behind, I will. It's my player home. Well, it will be, after I'm finished. So a couple cogs. That's it as well. Found another actuator. That's so evil. I'm gonna have to use telekinesis to get the metal ingots, but I have it, so it's fine. And I think we have everything except the oil, which was in the other side of it. So that's everything, and let's see if Mr. Sphere will actually be a good repairman. Back to it. Manufactory activated. Read the assembly line status report. Oh, I missed you. Okay. According to my research, Durimak's constructs were meant to clean and organize the living space. Clorgic was creative but messy, his thoughts a scramble that only Durimak understood. While the Kenturian and Sphere assembly lines are damaged beyond repair, the Spider construct can thankfully do the same work, albeit at a slower pace. The assembly line can be powered by placing a dynamo core in the actuator, which should provide the energy required to build the construct. Once it's built, I'll need to activate the levers in the house to have it renovate various sections of the home. By my calculations, each section should take no longer than a day to finish. And there are several sections, huh? Okay. So yeah, truly something for the Dragonborn to do after everything is chill with the world, cause otherwise It's just yet another sorry excuse to not go after Alduin and saving the world, which is our purpose. But we're way past that, so let's just have the spider renovate the sections and we'll go through it. Okay, that's the first day. And oh yeah, things have definitely changed, but this lighting requires the spell. Not much to see. It seems like a central room. What's that button do? Does it activate anything or... Nothing? Nothing. Do I have to wait until all the sections are renovated? What is that? Ah, whatever. We'll find out. Yeah, the place is definitely feeling lived in now. The Arcane Enchanter. That's the kitchen. Couple mannequins. The place might just be too huge instead of practical. Anyways, second day. Let's see what's up. Some more containers. Some more mannequins. The smallest display cases I've ever seen. Is that what? For dagger enthusiasts? I'll take that. And okay, finally, the third lever. Let's wait another day and see it. It's done, by the way. I don't know, oh, we have an oven. We have an oven. Kind of feels like the place is missing some things. Plus, it's way too big, and I didn't find a way to go back to the surface in a much more easier way. Anyways, Hendreheim, which I already had on my quest log. Apparently, someone wants to gift me their house, but I have to fight them. I think that's it. Well, let's ask the woman herself.
Distance with that magic.
I got your letter.
I understand.
And? Is that all you're gonna say? Can't you give me some more context? Maybe a why? Nope, just a slow walk. Oh, okay.
Fight or
Just
die.
getting your gear, huh? You're not fighting me, you're fighting the Dromoras. This is a 100% run on Legendary. I am not getting close to anything if I can avoid it. And yet another showcase of how silly combat has become. Indeed it couldn't. Oh, okay, so she's alive. So is it a gift? No. She aggroed again.
But you left me with no choice.
There really couldn't have been any other end. Guess she has a note. So, when the world was young, things were simpler. It was us or them. We fought to survive, and in death we found glory. Now we fight our own shield sisters and brothers, for banners that change with the winds. When I killed Hjarek on the battlefield, I vowed not to take up arms again. I found honor in this choice, but shame in its consequence. The bards don't sing tales of those who die in their homes, slain by time. If I am to see him again, I must stand eye to eye with Soon on the Whalebone Bridge and earn my place in the Hall of Valor. I miss you, brother. Wait for me in Sovngarde. Very touching, but all I care about is to see the player home. Hendreheim. Feels a bit inspired in the Dragonborn DLC homes. Oh, those baskets. That's unique. Okay, we'll leave downstairs for later. Plenty of ingredients and potions. Well, now that I think about it, it reminds me even more of the Hall of Valor. Clear inspiration from both places. An oven, obviously. Safe is empty, unfortunately. I'll take the coin purse then. Oh, Bone Man, what are you doing? Yeah, we'll take those. That's nice. We'll leave it there. Master bedroom, I see. What else? Oh, is this the whole display? The other ones had so much more, but maybe there's more downstairs. Maybe that's just for the aesthetic. Exactly, yeah. This is where we have the good stuff. Upstairs is where we have the pretty stuff. Makes sense. And yeah, place for the masks as well. Okay, yeah, chill. I like this one. Next stop, the Blood Chill Cavern, where we've been invited for a feast. Don't know the details, but apparently there's a waiter and more guests. Let me just get some better lighting and see what's up. Guessing that will be the player home. We have a nice waterfall, a lake, a bard. Varen. So you were invited?
Indeed.
Ooh, met a few words,
It
huh?
would seem so.
Oh, there's more people than lines of dialogue. What is this?
Yep,
Yep. Okay then.
it would seem so.
It would seem so indeed. Fertile soil, we can have some ingredients growing up there later, and here's the waiter. That's the door. Exactly, everything's locked up. So guess we'll just have to explore the place after the feast.
What do you need?
The way to the table?
Of course.
Lovely. You know, more people should invite the Dragonborn for a feast. In fact, it's a bit weird that the one person that does has not even doing it due to us helping them. At least I don't recognize the name from anything at all. We got a lot of options to put items down. The gargoyle statues are a beauty. That's for the collectibles. Man, this really is going all out. On the table. Please read aloud. If you are reading this, I am dead, and so you will have to hear my toast in spirit. Of course, a little business first. As I have no living heirs, I have decided the manor will be bequeathed to you, provided you finish this last meal. As you know, I have always loved dinner parties, and so for my final dinner, I've decided to have a few friends over. Varen, you and I shared a long and fruitful business partnership, but you altered the books to give yourself a larger cut. Don't think I didn't notice. Marina, you were my first love, but also my first mistake. For your love was not mine alone, and for that, I never forgot. Ygritte, you were my ward, and in some ways I considered you a daughter. But a daughter does not plot to steal an inheritance, so I will teach you this lesson as a father would. Leathel, we fought in the war together, and our bond is in many ways sacred. Yet, I know the horrors you committed to survive, and while I dismissed it then, I cannot now. Galtius, my old imperial friend, used to drink wine with me at the Surly Brothers' vineyard in Skingrad. One night you drank too much and saw fit to insult my family. I told you I forgave you, as you were drunk. I did not. Lastly, Joshua Graham. We have never met. I've brought you here on a whim. You are here as a wild card, a chance to change the fates of my friends, or to revel in it. Much like my fate in the next world, it's far more exciting, you see, if the future is unknown. And with that being said, drinks are served. Oh man, we are so being ambushed. What's the, who's gonna do it? Well, the waiter, obviously. Vampires, that's what I meant. Also, damn, I cannot get to keep the gargoyles, huh? Well, guess whoever survives, survives, cause all I want is the deed from the house. So, obviously, if I have to take care of the guests as well, I will, and if I don't, I won't. Go on. Lovely. No match at all, just took forever. Speak to the survivor.
That magic, if you know what's good.
It's on guard. Bone Man, please stop. Okay, so, vampires are dead, and Will says the house belongs to me.
Very good. But you've created a debt between us. Here, take this. We're even now.
1,500 gold. Consider your debt repaid, my good man. I'll also take the chicken dumpling and the apple pie. And whatever else I see fit. Varen.
Azora bless you.
Yeah, well, more than oughta bless you, let's be honest. Okay, so time to explore. And on the first out of 4 rooms we haven't seen... Oh, that's a cool book. Can I interact with it? No, it's just for show. Well, it's still cool. Wardrobe, display cases, plenty of them. Another cool book. Same thing. Same book. Bone Man, you do not want to know. what's gonna happen to you, because I cannot simply dismiss you, so please behave. This is probably the master bedroom, considering the size of the bed. And I guess this is the proper vampire house. I told you, Bone Man. Big chest, but no loot. And there's something over there. Oh, it's just coffins to sleep in. Okay then. On the other room. Oh, food. And an oven. Because, of course, that's not an item, weirdly enough. Well, I guess. That bucket's a bit messed up, but okay. Nothing interesting on this one, just beds for the kids, if we decide to move in. And finally, the last room. That's where you get your workbenches. Well, makes sense. You ought to have those, so. And apparently, we can also go downstairs. Oh, that's just our own little prison in case we want to. Okay then. And I'm gonna leave it here. I'd like to give a big shout out to Steve Whittle and to John Walker for their support of the channel. And to you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I'll see you on the next one. And I hope you have a good one. Remember, the next one's gonna be about the creatures and the creature quests. That's it. Bye.